Hello, Mr. Welber here with 7.3 extension. Doing some more work with triangles. As it says here, we're looking at the measure of the angles of triangles, and the sum of all the angles is always 180 degrees. So if you look at the example here, angle A, angle B, and angle C, no matter what, those angles have to add up to 180 degrees. Alright, let's look at some example problems here. In both these situations, we are given two angles, and we have to find a third. Obviously, we know that all three of them have to add up to 180. So I'm going to add these two together. I'm going to get 78 degrees. That plus the x is got to equal 180 degrees. When I go ahead and I subtract the 78 from both sides, this cancels out. X equals 102 degrees. Now, we need to classify that triangle. From last section, we know that because it's greater than 90, it has to be obtuse. And if you look there, not one side is equal in length, so that makes it scalene. So it's an obtuse scalene triangle. Going to B, we got 45 here, and that, of course, symbol means 90. So I'm going to add my 90 plus my 45, and I'm going to get 135 degrees. 135 plus x equals 180. I'm going to subtract 135 from both sides. I do that, cancels out. X equals then 45 degrees. So, and that's a degree symbol. I should put that there, sorry. What do I have here? Well, we already know it's a right triangle. And this side are equal, so that makes it an isosceles. So we would consider this a right I always want to spell this wrong, isosceles triangle. Alright? And of course I did spell that wrong. I missed an S right there. A right isosceles triangle. Alright, let's look at a few more of these. Kind of weird here. We're doing flags. Flag of Jamaica has some triangles in it, and the flag of Cuba has a triangle in it. So we need to add x plus 128, and that has to equal 180 degrees, obviously. When I go ahead and I do that, x plus x gets me 2x plus 128. That equals 180 degrees. I'm going to subtract 128 from both sides, and I'm going to get 52 degrees. That equals 2x. So 2 times what? 2 times 26 divided by 2 on both sides. 26 degrees would be the angle measure of the two x's. Now, what does that make this triangle? Well, we have an angle greater than 128, so that makes it obtuse. And we have two sides. I know you can't see it very well anymore. Right here, 2 dashes there. Two sides that are equal in length, so that makes it, again, isosceles. Let's spell it right this time, Mr. Wahlberg. Isosceles triangle. Going to the flag of Cuba. Again, we got 2x plus 60 equals 180 degrees. I'm going to subtract 60 from both sides. I'm going to get 2x, and that's going to equal 120. So when I divide by 2, I get, again, 60 degrees. So every one of those sides is a 60-degree angle. That makes this equilateral triangle and equal angular. So I got both of those going on. Sorry, I'm kind of out of room now. I'm not going to write both of those, but that would make it equilateral and equal angular. Alright, a couple practice problems here. I'd like you to find the value of each x, a and b, and then classify each triangle, and you should have good practice from last section. Thank you, and we'll see you tomorrow.